Today we begin our final spiritual discipline, and it's the discipline of celebration. It's a fun discipline, and it's nice that this is the last one before we lead into Holy Week, which will take us through the Passion of Christ that, of course, ends with the celebration and the joy of Easter Sunday. Our theme for today is the Lord has triumphed gloriously, and we go back in time to the book of Exodus and God leading the Israelites, leading the slaves out of Egypt into freedom. And we have a touch of two songs, one by Moses and one by Miriam. Then Moses and the Israelites sang this song to the Lord. I will sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. Horse and rider he has thrown into the sea. The Lord is my strength and my might, and he has become my salvation. This is my God, and I will praise him, my Father's God, and I will exalt his name. Then the prophet Miriam, Aaron's sister, took a tambourine in her hand, and all the women went out after her with tambourines and with dancing. And Miriam sang to them, Sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. Horse and rider he has thrown into the sea. You may ask, well, doesn't that sound like the same words that are in the Song of Moses earlier in the chapter? Well, one of the things I learned when I took Hebrew Bible, or the Old Testament, when I was in seminary a long time ago, was that the Song of Miriam, those brief verses, Sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously, horse and rider he has thrown into the sea, may be, in fact, the oldest verse in the Hebrew Bible. And that many Hebrew scholars believe that that was done with the event of the Exodus itself. So that's a really significant thing. But if you think about celebration and you think about God triumphing, you notice that there are several elements that we see Moses and Miriam and the people doing that people still do today. And the first is singing. Many of us, when we think of worship and celebration, we think of singing. When people are happy, people will often sing. And we also see, and this may not sound very Baptist or much of our experience, but there's dancing. And again, you think of Middle Eastern culture, when you celebrate, dance is often a part of that, as it is in so many cultures all around the world. And you also see the women not only dancing, but using tambourines. And so singing, dancing, and music are part, a very, very ancient way that God's people celebrate the triumphs and the victories of the Lord, who is our salvation. How will you celebrate God's triumph in your life today?